I think that's cool. You should totally definitely film a video if you're going to do it. Just like the whole, get like a wide shot, set up that little tripod up on the shelf behind you,
Time
and then
lapse
just
of
get
me,
the
like
movement.
putting it together.
Yeah. You don't even have to like get like a tree. You don't have to track it because that's like cool. But I don't have the technology to do that stuff. So, but yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like setup videos. I always like workbench tours and setup videos. I don't know why. Because I love organization. See, I'm an organization freak. So,
well,
drawers, yes.
Yeah, I have my own bit of a problem with that as well. I don't know if I would call it a problem though. Like, well organized, it's not a problem.
Right.
Maybe not.
How much time we spend on it might be a problem.
Maybe. So let me say hello. Welcome, everybody. Paul and I were just talking backstage, so I just thought we had to start. How are you doing? Welcome. My name is Brian Bro-Builder. This is the KotoKai Robo-Dojo Workbench. This is number 82. So many episodes. And it's like, even with as many as I've skipped from all my crazy projects and like conflicts of interest, whatever, it's been pretty rad. And I'm glad to fucking be here. And with me, as always, is my good friend.
Good evening. Thanks for coming, Paul. Yeah, 82, man. That's crazy. We're like well into senior citizenship. Yeah, what's it been, like a year and a half, maybe? Is that right? 2 years?
This
no, 2, right?
Even more than 2. I think it's been more than 2, or just about 2 years.
Did we always number, or like the first 2 weeks or first couple of weeks?
No, we always numbered, but like I took weeks off.
Yeah,
GBWCs. And
well, I know when you were doing like the full city, it was like, yeah, we took like 2 months off, I would say. I mean, you didn't take 2 months off.
No. Yeah, never. No, I just took it off streaming. So, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's okay. I forgot to change the music into something that would last longer than the length of the show. So I'm gonna put this one on and hope that it's good. Oh, I love commercials. Sorry. So we're just like streaming some live stuff on. It doesn't really matter, guys. How are you doing out there in chat world? We have plenty of people in already.
Yeah, Greg, Julia.
Hendren. Hendren's got a moon. Hendren got a moon. Hendren got a moon. Sorry, if you know, the Tuesday was wild. Guys out there, what's up, guy? How you doing? Congratulations on your newly acquired gear. He got the Simpro heat halberd and a bunch of other cool metal parts.
Cool.
Yes. Steph's out there too. What's up, Steph? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Ungawa, what's up, Ungawa? I just found Ungawa recently on Instagram. I didn't realize because the names aren't exactly linked. But hey, how you doing, man? Good to see your stuff. Like what's going on. We got Julie Stemsky, Greg Blair. What's up? How are you guys doing? And to everybody else that isn't hanging out in the chat and talking to us, how are you doing as well? Glad you're here.
Oh, yes. Shit. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out Thursday evening, if it's evening for you.
Or morning, or maybe they're watching this
afternoon. Or
maybe this is something that's getting you by in the cold, dark winter moments when it's just, because it's supposed to be nasty this year, I heard, but I don't know. You never know until you really see it. So.
Yeah, they always.
What do we got?
That, right? Like they've been telling me it's going to be a horrible hurricane season every year for the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if there's a good hurricane season, but
no, there's never a storm season is a good storm.
Guy's just mad that he's at work. Well, I mean,
built like heat halberd. I hear you. Ungawa, don't worry about post what you want, man. That's the idea. It's your thing, man. Do what you want. That's cool. Just have fun. I've got this. You can't see it because if I put my hands behind it, you can see it. It doesn't have a stand right now, so it's freestanding. This looks kind of weird, but it is what it is. So the weird samurai kitbash mecho is doing pretty good. I fused the entire spine. I got it into a position that I wanted to. I fused it all with super glue, and then backfilled it all with like epoxy putty. And then primed it all. Super good. And then the legs, I have begun fusing the joints into position so that it can do its freestand thing without needing that other underneath it. So that's been that. And the head does look really, really good primed. I just gotta,
Oh.
I gotta keep showing it up.
I like that.
Yeah, because it does
The moon was the right way to go. Oh shit!
I caught it. Trust me, it's been one of those days. The ankles on because the ankles on the master grade heavy arms are like so like not like made to hold anything more than that.
As it were.
So, like, I was like, oh no, let's put 12 inches of fucking model. No, it's not gonna work. So it's a worky and progressy. We'll call it. Sorry. But what I've been spending my daytime doing is casting, and I've got a whole stack of molds here that I'm molding right now. These are all fresh ones. I think they're all fresh ones that I cleaned today from my old stash, and this is the first run of plastic that they've had in a couple of years. So I'm gonna kind of like see what these are looking like here while we're hanging out and chatting. Paul is working on something that we've seen around, but I don't know shit about. So Paul, please enlighten me.
This is the Shoku. So it's from RE100, P Bandai. It is from Victory. So it is a very strange design, as most of the Victory like antagonist suits were. It has a helicopter arm, which
it reminds me of the F-91's shield arms that everyone had.
Right.
Beam shields.
F-91 is this. So Victory's post F-91, but it has a lot of it's that same Zanskare, like that. That's what develops into these antagonists as well. So yeah, I like their designs are really out there. Like all of the, like I said, antagonist suits were really out there. And I don't know why it has a helicopter arm. Like the Victory has, I don't know if you want to call it jet propulsion or whatever the hell. Mm-hmm. And this thing has to have a helicopter arm.
I'm gonna pull this up real quick.
Oh.
Because Texas also happens to be building one of those.
Right now. Yeah. I did see that. I was telling Brian before we started, the plastic texture is really interesting on it. It's a little different than most things, and I want to pin it on the color because I don't think I've built something this color before. It's like a yellowy orange, but it's very, very flat, and the texture is like a satiny. It's not shiny at all, and it's not completely flat. It's interesting. Isn't it the beam shield effect part? It is a beam shield, but he also, like, I've watched the anime, he like holds it up and helicopters himself up.
I don't think I want to even really do that right now.
No rhyme or reason for it. So,
interesting.
If you've seen that series, it was KotoKai was in not KotoKai. Shit, I can't even think of his name now. Creator of Gundam.
Oh, Tomino?
Yeah. Tough place when you wrote this one. I don't think he was doing very well. It's slightly more depressing than Zeta. But I've always thought the designs were cool, and it wasn't very popular, so it never got a lot of love. And I did see Tex was building one as well.
Of course.
I'm not the only person who thought it was a cool design.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
UC Timeline top ace pilot Uso. Yeah, Uso. I think Uso's a beast, especially when you consider the kid was like 12 when he was doing his thing. So
yeah,
that looks pretty clean.
Oh, what I stuck up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know how it is. These first casts can often be just like cleaning casts. So the mold sat for such a long time, they kind of build up a little bit of scunch on the surface. And even though I scrub them out with alcohol and like do a good job cleaning them, they still have a little bit in there that really the only thing it'll take out is resin. So I have to run a pass through, which is good because it helps me kind of like reaffirm or situate myself with the part. Kind of like understand it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Victory was not originally supposed to be a UC timeline. All right. I mean, it was UC, but it didn't really tie into much of anything. So I guess No harm.
Let's get some good colors out of here. Nip off some bits. Oh, the frame is okay. The core. I cast the core today, guys. It's one of the cooler part sets. One of the things I'm actually a little bit more proud of. Aside from the fact that like the leg frames you can clip together and then put the armor on the outside of it and it holds the whole thing together as though it was just like normal. It doesn't have the same kind of snap as a Bandai model is because I ain't Bandai, but I'm pretty proud of my work.
You got them funds.
Or any of the machinery, any of the associated anything. I'm just me. Just a regular guy. I know a few things. Here. Okay.
You see.
A little full city armor. See if I can get some light on it. Doesn't want to show up, but I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Look sharp.
This is the core mold. Look how fun that is. This is just recycling bad molds because I made a bunch of bad molds when I started doing this because nothing's perfect and you're just trying things out, right? Mm-hmm. So I spent I don't know, a couple $100 I lost probably, but I was able to recycle in time. So I was able to recycle the molds though, and that's why some of my molds have like weird abnormalities to their surfaces and stuff because silicone only sticks to silicone. So what you do is you cut up your bad molds and you throw them into new molds as filler, and it helps like share the load. There you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool.
It just looks good. It is the spine, the central core AHAB reactor extensions, and the extra pistons, the extra long pistons because I extended the spine. So that's the spine. If you know IBO kits, you know what I'm talking about. It's got a little bit of flash on it and a little bit of everything else. But hold on, let me clip it off real quick, and you'll see what I'm talking about, guys.
Flash.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Now it's an ABO spine. But it's 3/8 of an inch longer than your normal IBO spine. Because those guys are a little squatty, like they look like I said, they look like that guy from 90 Day Fiance. They need like
some strange proportions on those kits.
Stand up, my friends. So for my kid, I made it taller. Made the limbs all longer.
You know, it was influenced by Super Dimension Orgus.
Huh, interesting. Oh, nice. These parts that are like just the most delicate, the pistons and all of that, like they always bug me out because they're the most delicate molds. I have like you can't see it with the gate on it, but here, I'll just cut the big parts off. Don't have my nippers. I can probably just pass this on. If you can see in there, I cast you can see it. I cast the hollow inside the piston. So like, not only do I have like the extra piston arms that I made from scratch, and then the piston bodies that I made from scratch, but they all sleeve together and work just like the normal IBO kit works. So it has like the ability to rotate and be like the core thing like normal. The idea was to try and make it as integratable as possible without having to make someone do anything kind of crazy. So. And if you guys don't know what this is for, this is my my full city 100 scale dress up for the no grade 100 mechanics rebig. So makes a full city out of your.
Hopefully, we'll get to see some more master grades from IBM.
I assume that it'll come out
Yeah.
eventually, but like I don't know how soon that's going to happen.
Well, not to say we'll see that, but like just anything. There was quite a good number of designs I liked in IBO.
Mm-hmm.
The Vidar, the Grays, and all their.
The Grays is definitely nice.
Yeah,
I must say.
And that's kind of like the Barbatos too. Like you make one Grays and you can make all 17 of them. You know.
Right. Exactly. There are many suits that didn't even make it to show that are like in canon as well.
Yeah.
That are pretty righteous. If you want to get into the brass tacks of stuff.
The Vidar was pretty cool.
Vidar's all right.
I liked the Flauros, the cannons over the shoulder.
Flowers is pretty good.
The Sheedan
Ryuseigo
was really good. Yeah, the Ryuseigo was cool. I like the Gushin, the frog. I always thought that thing was cool.
Oh, the big frogman.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's alright.
And the I like the Rhodey and the Man Rhodey.
Yes.
Those are cool too.
What is this? Oh, armor. Right on. This is one of my later molds. This one actually looks really, really good on the inside. That's the interior of the extended arm armor. So because I extended the frames on everything, I had to extend all the armor on everything. So I had to make new armor. That's why everything has so many molds, but it's all cast. But yeah, so this is the extended arm armor, and it looks pretty dang good. I'm a big fan of how that's turned out. But in the mold set, it was one of the final molds that I made from it all. So I started at the feet and worked my way up. Subsequently, I had to mold the feet twice. Say nobody perfect. All right, this is kind of fun. Let's see about this. All right. This is good so far. Come on, buddy. Thanks. Doesn't want to come out. Get your friend here. Boy. Whew.
Brian, Zach is asking if you have a picture of the finished model handy. I'm sure
Yeah.
he does.
Of course, I have my computer that I'm streaming from. Oh, beautiful. Here we go. Wonk. Nice. This is a delicate piece to pull out because of all the cutbacks and all the interior details. You can't really see it on the image on here because there's a bunch of vents that are molded deep inside of that. Just like that little vent, which you maybe can see inside of there. Yeah. Anyways, nope. All right. Hang on a second. Let me pull it up and I'll share screen and you'll get to see it. Bam. I even have a nice side by side with the the rebake. I think it is. It's up here. I have so many photos up here. This is mostly I just stream from this and it's like a photo storage, so it is obscene the amount of photographs that I have on here.
What's up, Pabs?
Hey, Pabs, popping. Let's see, it's going to be prior to that. Let's see. This is yeah.
Not much, man.
I'm looking for a photo, so I'm not going to be super duper responsive right now. Please forgive me.
Brian's looking for some photos and working with some molds from his full city. I'm just snapping something up and hanging out with you guys, really.
Oh, there we go. Upside down.
I'm sorry, Ngawa, you asked that before. And you ever mess with paint arresters for your spray booth fiberglass ones? I don't think any of us responded to you. My bad, man. No, I have not.
Neither have I. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Here we go. Pab says he changed one out every 2 builds or 1 build. It's super involved. Oh, is this just like filters or what is this?
I'm assuming so. I'm not familiar with fiberglass filters, but I cut the wrong part out.
So I went outside and I make my own filters out of cardboard that I cut in like thick strips and then laminate together to make like a baffle for all of the particles to get stuck in.
I have the what is that? The Master? Is it Master? I can't remember what brand. Like the booth that like folds up and looks like a little briefcase.
I have the same booth right here, but I just make my own filters because those filters die like that.
They do die quickly. I found them on eBay though, and I think I bought like 4 of them for $20 or something like that. And that's what I use. But I would imagine you could also just use like an AC filter because that looks exactly what it looks like. You know.
Yeah, that's what I think I was saying right now.
And buy an AC filter and just cut it up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I only spray acrylics, so it's not like I'm spraying anything that's incredibly bad. Until I'm sure that my hose and my fan could probably use it clean at this point, but
yeah, I need to take apart my booth and clean it pretty badly.
50 sheets for $50 each. Sheet can make 8 filters. It's a pretty good deal, I would say. Let's see if that picture load yet. It did load. Here we go. Okay, wow, that is one blown out photo. My goodness. Someone teach that kid about white balance. Okay. I'm going to share my screen really quick.
Photography for dummies.
Listen. All right, so here you go. So on the right is my finished upgrade for the full city, and then on the left is the other one. God, that is horrible. Maybe I can adjust the balance on it. 1 second. I don't ever do any of this stuff because I'm only good at making things. I'm not good at changing stuff. Hang on. Let me see what else I got for photos. There's one on the side. Come on. There you go. And I bet I could zoom in. I can pretend I'm Pabs. There you go. Oh, look, you can see the kanji I finally put on the frame. Finally, someone gets to see it. You could never see it at the show. But yeah, so this is kind of the deal. It still uses the arms that come with the 100 grade. This is using two guns that come with the 100 grade. I didn't make a mold of the gun because that's bad. But yeah, you can see this is the frame. All the frame for the arms and the armor for the arms is cast in the stuff that I made. This whole crotch piece and the front skirts and the leg armor, upper and lower, and the leg frame, upper and lower, and then the armor for the feet. It still uses the stock feet and the polycaps for the whole kit, as well as parts for the knees, the hips, parts of the torso, the shoulders, and some parts in the elbows. And then obviously uses the hands. I modified the hands on mine. So I just stuck the Frogger Man hands on there because I feel like they look more apropos for the model kit. But yeah, new elbows, new elbow armor. It all plugs in the exact same way that everything works on the normal kit. So it's pretty straightforward. It's heavy though, so you're going to need to glue it and or stand it to get it to stay in the position you want it in. That is just unfortunately the way that it goes. Let's see if I get a picture from the back. There you go. You can see the backpack. So there's the backpack that I redesigned and molded. It comes out pretty tight, honestly. And then that uses polycaps, and then the shoulder units, the regular units that plug in with the normal Gusian rebake. So you do need a Gusian rebake kit to make this model, but that's just kind of normal for any sort of like dress up or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I hope that answers some questions there. It is the full city, Bill. So the thing that I'm missing from it that I never finished because I ran out of time was I didn't make the scissor shield. So I can do that because obviously I can do anything I want to because just put your mind to it, you fucking do it. And so I can technically do that because I did the rest of it, but I just don't have I haven't taken the time. I don't have the time to dedicate to it right now. But if people out there really want it, you need to let me know because I need to know that people need it or want it or are willing to have it to make it worth my while to make, because I did all this shit for myself so far. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. And it's cool to be able to have something that hopefully, I'll be able to have a few of these available to some people if they want. Also, if you're interested in that, let me know. But yeah, so.
Do you still have the built model, and how tall is it from Zach?
I have the model. I have actually both of them. I think my rebake, the regular rebake, because of space constraints, is just in storage. But I have the full city over there. It's in the back of my Dettol. If you want me to go take a measure to it, I can right now. I will. Where is it good? Here we go. It's a good ruler. Oh wait, no, it's down here. Yeah. Just 1 second.
Did I hear Detolf? Yes, you did. Yeah, 9 inches sounds about right. I would bet that you're not too far off there. What a strange looking thing this is. I don't know what this does. This is a shoulder.
All right. Of course, the ruler that I took to measure is one that I've already cut up, and I cut the datum side. Smart. Shouldn't do that. So after a little bit of math, the model in that position with the arms up and all that is about 9 inches tall from the base to the height.
Ding, 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 ding.
If you put it on like the base, like on the basin that it came on or that I made for it, like the dio, it's like 14 inches tall. It's super tall because the thing's dumb. Or is that tall? No, it's like 13. Yeah, but still super duper tall. The base, which I had a good time. I really found out that I really, really enjoy carving rocks when I made that base. Let me go dig it up really quick. I'm really proud of it, honestly. Like I had a lot of fun making it. Where are you? Here we go. Oh, there we go. This is there, right? Yeah, this is all right. This is at home. Is it already open? Cool. All right, I'm going to share this real quick. Please bear with me. All right. So that's the base that I carved for it. As you can see, it's pretty decent. Just kind of try to make it look like smashed rocks from Mars, kind of. Yeah, that is all carved out of like that high density foam that I always talk about.
Mm-hmm. The green stuff. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the green. It's the green stuff. It's not the green stuff.
That's actually the scientific name for it. The green stuff.
It's the scientific name for it is Chlorofoam HDU U150 15 pound.
Green stuff.
It is green. For what it's worth. There you go. That's the stuff. This is just like a sample, but the stuff is super fucking hard. It's impermeable. Waterproof, so you can paint it and it doesn't just soak up all the paint and everything. You put it, you don't have to barge it, you don't have to daub it in glue, you don't have to do anything wild like that. You can just paint the shit. It's fucking amazing. But it works really well for carving into. It's a machining foam. If anyone's super duper curious about what that is, look at how few stickers I had on there. And this is the picture from GBWC when I entered it. I had been up for almost. It was 46 of 48 hours prior to this. So as you can see here, and these are the pictures I took back at home. Yeah, the base looks pretty decent. I feel pretty good about it. I like me some rocks. And this is a little bit closer look at the kit and some of the details that I've added to it and built it out to being. So everything you see, like all integrates with the frame like normal. The only thing that I have yet to mold is the head. So I have to take the head off the current unit and mold that. The additional parts that I made for that. There it is. With my little emblem. Oh boy, look, I got a bitch. But yeah, so
does paint play any part in the molding process? Like now that you've painted it, does it make that harder or
no?
Okay.
Nope. What I can, I mean, honestly, if I really want to, stop sharing that. You don't need to see that anymore. What I can do is I can actually go into it and I can strip it if I want to and repaint it because it doesn't really matter. It's my
I was just curious.
Like if it, I don't think it'll have any issue. I'll take it apart and I'll prep it for paint and everything like that. And then anything that is because it is molded around the original head frame, so it's made to integrate with everything. So there's no special crazy crap you need to get or do any major modifications except for just like simple plug and play. that was kind of another thing that I was thinking about when I was designing this back in the day. It was not just like how is it easy for me to put on show, but how easy would it be for somebody else to put it together besides myself? So I wanted to make everything as easily integratable as possible. And yeah, I mean, like if I was going to end up making 2 parts of most of the stuff, like why not mold it all, and just like then, because I needed to have, honestly, because I fucked one of them up a little bit and then I had to make extra parts and then I used a bunch of the parts on the flea. So it was just like easy to have access to more models, just like buying a bunch of kits just for fodder, really, just to have parts.
This is less yellow. Yeah, it's not that far off. I mean, like this is a little more yellow, but it's a weird color. It's not orange. Like I don't know how to.
No, it looks orange, but it's more like
it is, but it's not like it. Yeah, it's a yellowy orange. I guess might be an orangey yellow. I don't know.
Nah, it's just the balance on the cameras, probably, because these webcams, that's just the way they work. Let's see. What is it? Zach said, did I use a hot wire cutter? No, I did not use a hot wire cutter. All of that was cut with my favorite saw. Did my saw fall down? I think my saw fell down. I have like a really nice flat like saw, like a pole saw, just a little mitering saw that I used to cut large flats, and then everything else I did with a chisel. So I carve all that stuff with just like a regular flat wood chisel, like these. So all the like the brick, or not the brick, but the rock cuts and everything, those are all cut by hand. So I do everything just that way, and I just carve it all. I like really like that. I get like really into the little things. I used to be a painter, so like scenery and shit. So for me, it fulfills that need. All right. What's left? Oh, the big backpack. Okay.
Backpack. That's a yellow. I'm working on orange. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Let me see if I can. Here, hold on. I got something like more yellow, and maybe you'll see.
Pav's calling you out.
Yellow.
I see a difference.
Yeah, like I said, it definitely has a lot of yellow in it. Like it's not.
Yeah, it's a brighter orange.
Yeah, this is like yellow, like safety yellow.
And Julius, I saw your question. I'm going to answer it here in 1 second after I snap the sprues off of this part so it doesn't warp while it's post-curing. There we go. Cool. Yes, the different colors of silicone absolutely do matter. And that's one thing that doesn't get talked about a lot of times when it comes to talk about molding and things like that. Like Tim has talked a lot about molding. He's done a really great job, and I'm very appreciative of the work that he's put into the hobby and educating everybody on the whole process behind making your own parts, or like just doing extras add-ons and stuff like that, which is pretty easy stuff. Tim uses, I believe, the OMOO series of silicone, which is a great and super easy to get. You can get that shit on Amazon. You can get it in Hobby Lobby. You can get just about anywhere. Super duper easy to use. But for doing things like my end of the pressure casting stuff, I use like for one, I use a different series of silicone, just a Mold Star series. It has nothing to do other than like down to like numbers on the viscosities and the tensiles for everything. But the reason that I do that is because the sandwich, the Oreo cookie that you see here, the green part is they're both from the same series. They're both from a Mold Star series, but the green is a softer silicone and the blue is a harder silicone. different durometer. If you're familiar with like skateboard wheels, like if you're into longboarding or something like that, the higher or like the lower the number, the softer the wheel, the higher the number, the harder the wheel, right? So there are different durometers of silicone that make for different hardness. And the reason that they do that is because the pressure that gets exerted within the pot will put atmospheres of pressure, like you're putting it down to the bottom of the ocean, and it like presses in on everything. And if the silicone isn't thick enough, and two, if it doesn't have the right hardness to it, it will deform under the pressure. And I've actually experienced that a little bit earlier because I kind of forgot how everything was working. It's been a long time. So doing this step helps to mitigate the deformation that may happen otherwise. So that is why the molds have their crazy cookie looking difference. Now this one, as you can see, doesn't have the outside, and then this one doesn't have the inside. And that is purely because the detail is more rigid. It isn't more fluid. And I didn't feel the need to do that. Plus, I was running out of silicone. That's why. Hope that answers your question. It's pretty long. I'm sorry.
Thorough. I say thorough.
Yeah. I tend to be thorough. And a little bit long-winded. I know myself. It's okay. But yeah, everything that I cast today looks like it came out really, really well, and I'm pleased. So I'm gonna continue on. That's what I'm doing. But this mostly just has to chill out for the next several hours by itself.
Zach, do you have any 1/100? Oh, sorry. Never mind. Go ahead. Questions among yourselves. Do your thing, guys.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Obviously.
That's not an easy kit to get a hold of right now, I believe, right?
What's that?
The 1/100 kits in general, like all those. I don't know. One in a little while.
I do not know.
It's not impossible, but.
I don't know.
There are some on Amazon, but they're overpriced. Yeah.
Ooh, terrible.
It's resells.
Who wants to hear that? I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sure they'll get reprinted at some point. It's just
Hopefully.
Right now.
I talked to the Gooch. He says I got laser focus. Just kidding. I can't call Mijin Kawaguchi that because I don't know him.
The Gooch.
Right? Yeah, exactly, right? That's in jest.
Promotes things, Gunpla or Plant Hobby stuff. I buy a lot of stuff on like supplies on Amazon, like hobby knives and sandpaper and crap like that. Find a lot of that kind of stuff. I actually bought I bought my Dom on Amazon, and it was fairly priced, the master grade, which is hard to get a hold of right now. But I got it through Bluefin. Like Bluefin has an actual
like
Amazon web store, and I got it directly through them. So I mean, just about anything else, it's supply and demand. Like eBay's the same way. If you have something rare and that people want, it will sell high.
Man.
Many times. Now, I don't. Mr. Hobby products, I could see that because they're not like readily available in the U.S. I could see that being because little more expensive on there, and that's not probably like a place you're going to find that kind of stuff. I'm talking about like pretty generic, like Olfa hobby knife, or what about super glue, files, like stuff that where the brand definitely doesn't matter. You should be all right. Regular kits directly? I don't know, Zach. It was. That could be, yeah. It could have been directly from Amazon through Bluefin, I'm sure, but the price was more towards like just plain retail, and it had Bluefin's name on the Amazon store, so I'm sure it was like supplied by Bluefin, sold through Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Gala, that's I do that as well often. Like, well, I haven't bought anything from USA. Like, I haven't put a whole bunch of orders from USA Gundam store lately, just because I haven't bought kits like that in quite a while. But when I was buying a lot of kits, I would do that as well. Pad it with some goodies. Absolutely, good choice. How long ago was it? A couple months ago.
It was a little while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe 6 months ago. Maybe I don't couldn't tell you offhand.
I almost feel like you guys got that stuff when I was on vacation back in like January.
Oh yeah, that could have been.
Because I remember that Donovan also got the model kit.
Yeah.
Around the similar time.
It could have been about that time. You're right.
So. I think so. This year is so weird. It's hard to tell what, when, how, who, and whatever,
Yeah, it's all kind of a blur, right? Especially the last, say, since March.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've been looking for a master grade Rick Dom. I've got the 51 conversion for it. Yeah, it wasn't an easy kit to find. That's for sure.
Oh, sir.
They don't reprint it very often, unfortunately.
There we go. The what I call the tonfa. Oh shit! Just dropping on the ground there. What I call the tonfa, which is actually I'm over here. What I call the tonfa, which is actually like kind of a little like weird cannon that plugs into the forearm, and then the associated armor that goes around it put together, and then that just plugs right onto the outside of the arm through the traditional method of the model kit. Cool. Right. Look, and they've even got some more deer antlers.
Woo! Deer antlers for everybody.
Add them to the bag of deer antlers that I've been making. Oh, right. For the... Right. Yes. Abby's talking about the dual shroud. Do you really need one? Yeah, because it goes along with the upgrade. If I didn't known that things were that tight with everybody, like in regards to being able to get one, Pabs, I'd have ordered one because ours came from Jersey and got here in like 2 days. I bought it on like a Friday and it shipped on the Monday. Or Thursday. I bought it on Thursday and it shipped on the Monday. And it came on a Wednesday. Yeah, that's Zach, that's kind of like the word that I've heard too from source is that it's coming around later this fall. Wait a minute. Hey, Zach, it's September. Is it here? Oh, gosh. You always hear that, too. Like, there's a question being asked, like somebody that's associated with the store. So, when is the coming in? I wish I could tell you, because then you wouldn't have to ask me anymore. Delicious. Iced coffee. Love it. Loving every
Info on
second.
why P Bandai kits take such a long ass time to get shipped.
Dude, I do not know, Hendren. I do not know at all. But you know what? I heard that you got a moon. Hendren got a moon. Hendren's got a moon.
Depends on where you're ordering them from too, because like if it's not a Japanese supplier, like I think just about everywhere else gets them like a month later, especially like Korea.
I know that out there, Pabs is dancing, and then if Julio's watching this sometimes an hour later, he's also dancing. Because that's what it's about. All right, these go with this. I almost have the first one.
Oh, from the USA P Bandai store. Gotcha. I pre-ordered my first thing from there, but it hasn't been released yet.
Right on.
I've looked a little bit. I don't know what their release times are though, like because like I said, I mean, I know or at least it used to be this way. The Korean P Bandai store got things like 1 month later. Like that's directly from Bandai through their P Bandai sites, but it was still 1 month after. Now, if they're just slow in shipping out, I couldn't tell you. that might be. They might just be slow, man. I pre-ordered the what the hell was it? Testament from them. Paul from the US pre-ordered my Master Grade F90 back in April. It will be shipped at the end of this month. Damn. Is that I mean, are they on target though from when they told you, or is this really late?
Oh yeah, the custom slowdown is a pain. Such a pain.
It's on targets. I mean, yeah, it probably has to do with supply too. Like, you know, they only get so many per month or something like that. So it just takes a while to fill orders. Yes, I have the straight red frame flight pack coming as well. Because Brian knows I have an astray problem.
You don't have an astray problem. I don't know what to call your problem. You do seem to think that the answer is buying every astray model that's out there.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Matter of opinion.
All the astrays.
All the time. Back to giant samurai crouchy, not crouchy, old samurai mecha. That's what we're gonna call it. I need to fix these ankles, and by fix I mean glue the holy piss out of them, because ain't got time for that. Got time for your shit, ankle.
Get with the program.
Reals. For reals. Get with the program. No, it's just that I used these master grade, like I was saying, heavy arms legs, and I took the feet and I spun them around backwards, and I removed the ankle guard and did all this crazy stuff to it. And I put in a bunch of crazy stress and put like 12 inches of mech on top of it, and was like, "Stay!" And it was like, "Fuck you!" So now I have to make it stay.
I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine. I respect that, you know. There we go. I need my drill. Uh-oh. I'll just take the whole fucking drawer. Fine. Oh, yeah. Actually, Zach told me. Perhaps you may have told me as well, but Zach told me. But thank you. And I'm excited about it. And I need to make some money, so I'm going to try it. Oh shit! And speaking of buying models from places, you can always go down to USA Gundam Store and look at what they've got selected. You can use my code BroBuilder10 at checkout, save 10%. Yay! Saving 10%. And Zach always has discounts too, but don't have a special code, so talk to Zach. But yeah, definitely buy models, have fun, save your sanity. Trust me, this is saving my sanity, I swear.
Do it.
Do it.
Like I said, I got to go on there. I think I want to get an RD station set up.
Yes, it was talked about this. That's what we were just talking about at the very beginning of the show when we like kind of crashed and we're like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we were talking about Paul doing a little change up in his space. How long have you had the same setup, Paul?
It's been quite a while now. Probably 2 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
But
did you ever do it? You did a tour video, right?
I think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, because the room when I first got in here was just plain white, rectangle. So I've set some things up, and the desk I'm working on is just like an IKEA desk, but it's like a more of a writer style desk. And then next to me, I have like my spray booth. There's another desk to my right, and there's a. Let me see if you guys can see this. So up over there, there's a spray booth all the way over there, and that's tucked all the way against that wall. And then from that spray booth all the way over to here is probably about the same width as the desk I'm sitting on anyway. So I think I'm going to move like all my building stuff over there, kind of one contained area, and then set this desk up as more like a computer desk and stuff like that. And maybe get like an RD station to go around that cutting mat over there.
Right. Give you more of a dedicated hobby, make a mess space.
Right. And I know they have one with like a spray booth, but their spray booth looks pretty small.
It is a little bit small, but I think it has a really good fan. So what it lacks in like open booth space, it makes up for in chutzpah. Right. But I don't.
So I could potentially just put that there and use that booth.
Hendren dropping the heat.
When I have a chance, man. When I have a chance.
If I don't know if Hendren was around for the part of our last show where we were chatting Paul slightly for
how long it takes me to take care of everything.
It was 2 shows ago when we were talking about because the Jesta.
Yeah,
was for the cannon.
You probably saw it on sticks over there.
That is.
It is.
Yeah, that's.
It is That's what that is right there on sticks. So, actually, for this, when we started this, I started snapping more actually for the stream because it was like, I mean, you're not going to watch me paint. Like, that's not exciting for anybody.
Just like it's not exciting for them to watch me drill out my super glue over and over and over again.
Someone's got to do it, right? So I think that's when I didn't used to snap like continuously all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I would just snap whatever I was working on at the time. And then I think for this, I really was when that kind of started.
Success! I'll drink to that. Okay. So this is super duper unsponsored, but I'm going to talk about this anyways. This is just me being me and talking about shit that I fucking love. Because me and my friends, we talk about the stuff that we love and we promote the things that we love. My wife got me this amazing canned koozie, right? This is just a regular 12-ounce Juice Bomb IPA chilling in here, super shorty, right? And you're like, why is that so tall? Because in the bottom of it is this frozen little puck. This is a brewmate, and it is like copper wrapped in stainless steel, wrapped in like impact resistant stuff. You put that little puck inside of there, you can put a beer in here and it will stay cold for hours, or a soda or whatever, it doesn't really matter what it is. But yeah, you can also put like your toddlers to 16s, fit just fine. Works really, really well. They come in a bunch of different colors. You can get them on Amazon. I can't remember, it's like $25 or something like that. I love this thing. It is so good. I can't talk enough good stuff about this. Super unsponsored. But if you like the cold drinks and you're working at your workbench and you want to have to keep getting up, but you're not drinking real hard, nobody likes a warm soda, or beer. Just saying.
Good point.
Shill, of course, Pabby. I knew it. I get nothing from that. I just really like it. It works really well.
They just keep sending him those free koozies. He's got 15 koozies.
No, it's not G Fuel. I'm not PewDiePie. Come on, give me a break. PewDiePie. All right. So the base layer, I think that's it. I think that's where I want it. So my method to get this to stay in place is I'm going to flood it with super glue and hit it with Zip Kicker because it works. I could go and like pack in epoxy putty, which I did in a bunch of stuff, like in the spine. I packed in a bunch of epoxy putty to hold it in place, like reinforce everything. But then I have to wait a really long time for it to cure. I don't want to wait. So I'm not going to. You just got to be artful with what you're doing. Make sure you've drilled your super glue plenty good prior.
Probably take a whole stream to do it.
Quiet. I didn't. This time. That was 2 times ago. Why you gotta bring up the past? This particular bottle of super glue is also like nearing 2 years old.
So it's half rubber?
No, it's got good flow. It's just like it keeps sealing itself shut. Like the vault of Tutankhamun.
What's going on, Chris?
Oh yeah. No, this is that's a nice inside joke. That joke is on the inside. All right, where's the zip kick? Oh fuck, did I put it away? Nope, it's right in front of my face. Please try to pay attention. I need to get that Tim Chalamet applicator. I'm sorry, what was that?
Chris just said he just watched Venom. It was a movie. Yeah, I felt the same way, man. And I was pretty hyped about it going in because I generally like Tom Hardy movies, but it's okay.
I didn't watch Venom.
It was all right.
But yet, that's a yet, because I'll watch it. I saw Spider-Man 3 in the theater. I'll watch any terrible Spider-Man related film. I don't know. It was like not the best Sam Raimi Spider-Man, but it was okay. You know, it has moments.
Was
Goodness.
that the one with, like, where he was like walking around and like snapping, and yeah, I mean that was
that was after that was when it wasn't the best. Everyone points to that as being the best, or the part of it that's the worst. And aside from that and the sand, and then Topher Grace, like, ugh. But still, there are parts of it that are very good.
That was not all Topher Grace, man, because I always thought he was a funny guy. Like, I liked his dry.
Yeah, he was good in Predators with my other doppelganger. What is that guy's name? The pianist guy? I can't remember. We have similar noses. Adrian Brody. Yeah.
Yes.
He's better physique than me, though.
Yeah, you know.
He's got that Hollywood
piano
physique.
playing.
I got that. Sits at a model bench in Brooklyn and eats ramen and drinks beer. Body.
What's going on, Z? Things like Unicorn, Hello Kitty Gundam.
Nice.
Predators was awesome.
Yeah, I like Predators. I do.
Bullet,
a lot of people
don't.
I haven't seen Bullet.
I loved Spider-Man 3.
Bliss.
I thought Spider-Man 2 was. I like Spider-Man 2. And obviously, I mean, I think people forget like that when that franchise first came out, like it was huge, and like 1 and 2 were huge, and like I don't remember much negative about them. It wasn't until 3 came out that, you know.
2 was like obviously a little bit less than the first one, but I mean, our man, what was his name? The horse whisperer guy.
Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, Tobey Maguire, that guy.
I thought he was a good Spider-Man. Like, I mean, 3. I don't blame him for that.
Weren't they the first Marvel movies? No, I think the Fantastic Four films came before the Spider-Man films. I think.
You're talking about the ones with Jessica Alba?
Yeah, and Chris Evans as Human Torch as opposed to Cap. I think that those ones came out. I think that started, but I could be wrong. Like, can't quote me on that one. Please fact check me. Point me out if I'm wrong. I would rather be right than wrong. So that's cool.
What else is Marvel?
X-Men was first. There you go.
X-Men, right?
Yeah, with huge. And that
OG
Sabretooth. Dude, that OG Sabretooth was crazy, right?
Yeah, he was.
Man. Wow. I like Lev Schreiber's Sabretooth, but like, because he like fit more the like later series, like Elsewhere's, like after 2000 or right around 2000s Sabretooth, where he was more like, long jacket and just like a gruff guy. Yeah. Not just like this like wild thing.
Wasn't Blade Marvel?
Ooh.
I don't think it was like Marvel in the way that, like,
but it is Marvel
Studio, I'll say, but it was a Marvel comic.
Yeah, like what the current, like the thing, the current thing is, yeah.
And what am I thinking of? Spawn is DC, right?
Spawn's Image.
Image?
Yeah, McFarlane is Image. He came from Marvel to Image. He used to draw Spidey, but then he came over and then created Spawn, which is basically like Necro Spidey. I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of like Blade. I'm sorry, Venom. Almost.
Spawn.
Yeah, he's got the suit's very similar.
I wouldn't say so. Venom is more like the Violator, if anything. Like that's probably where that kind of like and some of those demons that are, because the Venom race, the symbiote race, is a bunch of other ones too. So if you've like followed that end of the Spider-Man history or mythos.
Yeah, Blade was.
I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube.
Blade was a sweet movie. The first one especially was really good. The second one was all right. The third one, I mean, Ryan Reynolds was funny, and
yeah, he's
I'll
better.
never say no to Jessica Biel, but I don't know, the movie which just wasn't that good.
I think that Ryan Reynolds is just best suited as actual, like, the Mark with the Mouth, just as Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't need any of that. It was so bad. They did him so dirty in Wolverine Origins. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that they basically like gave him a second shot at that character.
Thank God, because it's so worth it. And I think he like put his shit together and basically made it happen because of his own like, I'm super handsome guy star power. And I love that he pokes fun at himself constantly. That is one of the best things about that whole series is that he like owns this, just just makes it good. Oh wait, here we go. What am I seeing?
Thor from the 70s, Spider-Man movie from the 70s. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
I mean, there's also like an older Fantastic Four movie, like older than the Jessica Alba.
Well, that never actually got released. I did watch a whole long documentary on it, which is amazing. If you guys get a chance, check that out. I'll look it up right now on my phone to let you guys know what it is. But I watched it on, I think it was on Prime. That is not what I said. It is called Doomed, the untold story of Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four. That is what it's called. It is incredibly good. It came out in 2015. I say watch it if you can find it. Let me see where you can find it. Is it on Amazon still? Yeah, you can watch it on Prime. So, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you can watch it. It's called Doomed, the untold story of Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four, which is pretty amazing. If you know anything about Roger Corman's film history, you can just imagine what that was supposed to be. It's a good story. I enjoyed it thoroughly because I guess I found my first images of that Fantastic Four I saw back in like 1994 in a Wizard magazine that I picked up with like I don't think it was a Rob Liefeld cover. I can't remember who it was. I think it was it was a Jay Lee doing what was one of those image groups, one of the collaborative groups, like a blood feud or blood something or other, like one of those blood something or others, right? It's amazing book. Changed my mind because back then I was all about drawing comics and like doing that kind of stuff. So cool shit though. Check it out. Oh yeah, The Boys season 2. Hell yeah, I gotta watch that whole thing because I've heard really really good stuff about it, and I love some Carl Urban. Good stuff. Yeah, Ronan, that's what I'm talking about. The cheesy movie from the past is Roger Corman's Fantastic Four. They made a whole documentary about it called Doomed. It's about that movie and how it was actually made to not be made. It was how they were able to keep the Marvel franchise within a certain movie house. Ultimately, that's what it boils down to. Spoilers. You're supposed to say that before things, right? Oops. Nice. Ronan remembers the copy. That's sick, dude. That thing was baller. I think I still have parts of that magazine for what it's worth. I even like, if anybody remembers Bart Sears, used to do a comics how-to drawing monthly segment called Brutes and Babes. So Bart Sears did a bunch of artwork for comics in like the late 80s and the 90s and 2000s, and even now he's still doing art. And so he did this thing, Brutes and Babes. Does anybody remember Brutes and Babes out there? I'm going to wait a second and see if anybody remembers before I continue to talk about this. Youngblood. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it must have been Youngblood Strike File. Yeah, Jaylee, because I had some Jaylee. I had some Hellshock from back in the day. I had the full set. I even have a T-shirt, Hellshock T-shirt that I still own. It's at my parents' house back in Iowa. Remember the Max? Are you fucking kidding me? Of course, I remember the Max. We have all that. My wife loves the Max. It's one of her favorite things from back in the day. Come on. Oh, the Zero issues. I have so many Zero issues that are worthless. So yes, Z remembers Brutes and Babes. Thank you, Z. Give me a point to move from. A couple years ago, or a year ago or so, I found a Kickstarter for Bart Sears, and I bought into it at a good clip because I wanted to get the good stuff and I wanted it to be successful, and it was so incredibly successful that like the perks like ramped everything up from being just like normal stuff to where I have like a hardcover drawing powerful heroes with those same Brutes and Babes by Bart Sears. Because you know me, signed by Bart Sears. And it just has everything. It has all of those old amazing lessons from back in the day, plus a bunch of new ones, all sorts of cool stuff for perspective and like panel layout, flow, dynamicism, all the basics that like they tell you and they don't tell you. And I also got like a really, really dope picture book from it too, a sketchbook. So it's really, really cool. And I really feel like I did like the right thing by buying into it and supporting it at the beginning, like the ground level, and then like watching it mature and became to be something so amazing. Oh my God. Good stuff. Hey, is Greg Blair? Greg? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Greg in here yet.
I saw him when we first came on. I think he was in here.
Was he? It's back in time. Oh no, it doesn't go back that far.
I didn't watch The Mandalorian season 1. Was it any good? Yes, I thought it was quite good. Season 2 is what, October 31st? No? Official?
Oh gosh, I don't know. That'd be awesome though. I started getting Colleen into it. She's interested in it, but we like need to have organized time to sit down and just like watch it. I've seen it already, and I'm excited for season 2. Dude.
Wait. Yeah, I believe it's October 31st. Could be, or somewhere around that time frame.
Zach says Greg was here about an hour ago. I can go try and summon him. I'll go over to Zach's Discord and hit him up if you want. Yes, television, I do want to continue listening to music, you silly fool.
I'll say The Mandalorian was probably the best thing Star Wars has done in the last 10 years or so. Yeah, Rogue One was pretty good, I thought. Especially since they were basically like trying to tie stories together. I thought that it was going to go pretty poorly, and I thought it was pretty good, actually. The Han Solo movie was truly terrible. Obi-Wan. I've seen that. I've seen a couple, things about that. Didn't someone put out like a trailer with Ewan McGregor from like a different movie that he did, where he was also in like the desert? That could be potentially good, I suppose. I don't know. I think, honestly, I think the franchise should probably just move on to like newer stories. They have plenty of source material. The Clone Wars. I have not seen that. The anime or the cartoon.
Yeah, I enjoy a lot of Clone Wars, like a lot of what's there. Playing the turntable, trying to get it to fall down. Ooh, I'm shaking it off of its. Wow. Because this mother right here is always like, surprise, motherfucker, and tries to like, yeah, dive off the golf.
French fries, motherfucker.
Here, tilt down. There you go. Now you can see it all. Look at those molds. Aren't they gorgeous? All right, here we go. Mixtape.
Woo! Dropping runners.
Now, there are several joints that are not fused at all. The hip joints, the upper knee, and there's a rotational joint in the middle of this part right here that is not fused. That is not fused as well. So, the knee, the hip, and this rotational joint right here. So it has a little bit of whackness, but as long as they don't let it like slip backwards. Seems pretty decent. I'd buy that for $1. What about the Redux, the scene 38 or whatever it is, where it's like the fight with Vader and Obi-Wan that was like a fan recreation, but they did like face swap for actors and like did some like really cool sword fighting with the sabers. Y'all, is it SC38? I can't remember what it is, but I liked it a lot. Just watched it recently. Shared it with some of the guys and shit. Colleen, will you throw a beer at my head, please? Thank you.
Overhand.
I was gonna ask the right way. Paul says overhand, but I don't trust anything overhand. Please softball pitch that. You can fast pitch it at my head. It's cool.
I'm aiming for your head. I'm gonna be small.
She says, I'm sure you all heard that. There you go. That is the true measure of love between me and my wife. If she's going to throw something at my head, she's going to be spot on. Okay. Thank you. Perfecto. Remember, she got me this amazing Brewmate can koozie. Works like a charm. You can get them on Amazon. They don't sponsor me. They don't have to sponsor me. I don't know how they would sponsor me. How do you sponsor somebody if you have one that doesn't go bad? You can't be sponsored by a thing like that. I haven't seen Rogue One yet. I own it on Blu-ray, but I haven't seen it yet because even though I watch a lot of movies, there are certain movies that I save to watch with Colleen, and there are a couple that I haven't seen. Rogue One is one of them. Scene 38. Thank you, Gumplerum. It's a good one. I like it a lot, actually. It's cool, like if they were to if there was a concerted positive effort, aside from like those dudes that are doing the awesome reproduction of the original A New Hope. I don't know if you've seen any of that stuff that's out there, where they took like a lot of the various different screener reels, because the way that they made that film, they originally filmed everything and then it got produced onto like a master reel and like 2 or 3 different reels, and then those all got separated out and combined and put into a bunch of different things, and they all got spread out. So there's like various different versions of the movie in regards to production quality, like the way that the photo reels are presented on the film. And so what they've done is they've collected as many as they can, and digitally they're like realigning and cleaning things up in a different way than they did like when Lucasfilm did it in like 97, I think it was, and they originally did that, and then that they redid it. Right, and then those are kind of like weird. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. They reshot a bunch of stuff and did a bunch of weird like editing in and all that, replacing things that were unnecessary. But some of the reproductions that they've done and the replications that they've done are amazing, and I look forward to seeing that in the future. I'll stroll my money to get that stuff because I grew up on those films. Yeah, I think that like the third one, Jedi. I think I saw a Jedi in the theater with my family. I was all about the Ewoks when I was like a little guy, because I was born in '79, so I'm as old as Gundam. Yeah, that's what they say. Like Rogue One is super enjoyable. Obviously, Mando, very, very enjoyable. Some of the later films are weird. I liked the settings that they chose, like the place where they have Skywalker in the final film, like that whole area is like a really awesome classical medieval European village, and it is like just amazing to like zone out the Star Wars aspect of it and look at the historical village that it's set in, which is kind of a dumb thing for me to say because it's supposed to be like you're supposed to be paying attention to the Star Wars, but I'm like, no, I'm going to pay attention to like the actual place where they actually filmed it.
It was like visually great looking, set design, all that stuff. It was just the story was this typical Michael Bay story where like nothing makes any damn sense. You just jump around from place to place.
Kind of, yeah. And they changed some of the like the theming and like the whole. They made it a bunch of other stuff that it didn't necessarily need to be. I don't know. It's cool. I still like it all. I don't fucking care. I'll watch it all over and over again because I'm that kind of idiot that just loves any good fucking movie or even bad movie for that matter. Yo, Paul, you might be hyped on this. The Black Myth Wukong. Have you seen the trailer for that?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude, you've got to see it. It is so good. It's like Monkey King, kind of like Journey to the West, almost themed video game. Like I want to say like it has like Souls. I don't want to say Souls-like because that's such a easy thing to lean into, but it has like Souls aspects to it in my opinion, like in regards to aura and like depth of field. But like obviously it's totally different because it's different theming and different mechanics and stuff like that. But super cool. I like it. It looks really fun.
No, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I'm stoked to check it out as well. Oh my god, yeah, the edit of them having Han walk over Jabba's tail.
Yeah. Oh. He makes that horrible noise.
So bad. It's like I know what they were trying to do. They would be able to do it now, right? They should redo it now, right? Don't you think?
Just do it again.
Paul, don't you think they should redo it? I mean, they could easily redo that scene. It would cost them pennies on the dollar at this point for what it cost back then to do it.
And don't even, at this point, don't even release it in the theaters. Just release it as like the extra extended cut.
They could just make them step over. It'd be really easy to do. But they didn't back then because it was fucking hard.
Those though, particularly like hold like a special place for me. So I wasn't like old enough to, I guess I was born in '87, so everything was out already, the original series, but I grew up on them. But when the remakes came out in the mid '90s, my mom would take me out of school and we would go watch those. Like I'd actually get to like skip school and go with her. So I've always loved the remakes. Like,
Yes, dude, it's Julius. What the heck, man? Right on. Thank you. I don't have the opportunity for super chat because I don't have enough followers. I have like sub 500. You need 1,000 people that subscribe to your channel. I don't try and push that stuff because it's not like that's not what it's about. To me, I'm here to interact with you guys and have a good time, hang out, build stuff, and like educate a little bit and just like be a part of the community. I greatly appreciate it, and I thank you so much, man. That is amazing. Thank you so much. But that is why I don't have super chat available, is because I don't have enough followers, and I don't have enough watch time on my videos, so that's okay. But I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, man, and I will put it to use because times are hard right now, and that's super. Like, thank you a lot, man. Right on. Wow. I don't even know what to. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
very cool.
Super cool, man. Righteous. Fuck yeah. Thank you. But yeah, so we were talking about what were we talking about? Star Wars? I'm so
Sure.
my brain reset. I don't even know what to talk about.
What day is it?
Yeah. Maybe I should just let me see what the weight is like on this. I'll reassemble this entire model and we'll see what the weight is like on it. If I need to do more. Because really it will only matter when the whole thing is together. But I have. All right. Okay. So Farah, so Foss. I really like the hands on this one, guys. I feel like just the way that it doesn't want to focus because my dumb face is in the way, but it doesn't want to focus at all. I really like. You'll see photos of it in the future. But I really like the way the hands turned out on this. Like, it's super. I feel good about it. Okay. All right. Oh, I found the right groove on the music. All right, so I'm definitely going to have to fix that rotational joint that I was talking about that's like mid leg, because it's like it's got three leg part. So anyway, I'm going to have to reinforce that because it's kind of getting squishy. But I want to make sure that I have it in the right pose before I try and do anything to it to make it weird. There's those that shoulder armor primed up. I don't remember if I showed you guys that last time, but it looks pretty good. Like what's going on. And it just plugs right onto the outside. That helmet. I feel like I've got like a pretty decent samurai vibe for a gnarly like wild kit bash plus custom carve on that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel pretty decent. Oh boy. Ooh, I didn't put the swords on. Can't have a samurai without some swords. I mean, even though like original Japan or Japanese military and army was mostly spears and bows. Seriously? Oh, all right. That's being weird. All right. I see a place where I need more glue.
Damn it.
No, it's a good thing. Find them now. The last thing you want is to take a model to a show and like have something that's like underlying, but just been like kind of like chilling in the background and being like really subtle, and then have it be some sort of like wild catastrophic failure that you need to like hard fix on site. It's the worst, man. Any of those things.
I was just thinking the glue tub would be dried up again.
Oh well, I'm just thinking like mortification at an IPMS or something.
Nah.
That's where my brain instantly goes.
Follower lane. Jesus.
Do giveaways for fun? Jesus. Z. It's funny because Z did a giveaway on Tuesday. Out of the kindness of his heart, he gave away a couple of kits, which is pretty righteous. And I actually lost followers after that, lost subscribers. And I was like, all right, that's fine. If that's how you want to be, then okay. I'm not trying to gain followers by giving giveaways and stuff. That's not what it's about to me. To me, I'm just here to, be me and do the thing. Hang out with Paul and build stuff and talk to you guys about the stuff we build and like interact and have fun.
Just chill. I think when we first started doing this, like that was part of it was neither one of us had like a build meet or anything to go to, nothing really local to do. So it was like, hey, we'll just hang out.
Exactly.
On the interwebs. Why don't we do it that way?
Right. You are.
I did a giveaway for a real grade. It was just an excuse to give away the real grade. Don't tell anyone.
I bet that was the reason that dipped, because that was the only way it was attached. Oh wait, or is that part of the other thing? And it fucked off. Come here, you son of a bitch. How are you attached? What circle of hell did you spawn from? Well, it's hella super glued now.
Like Frosted Snow channel is relatively new and it's getting popular. People will go from her channel to places like Pabs, Henry, or Dave.
I'm getting interested in resin, for instance. Yeah. She's this little girl that's part of the game. I remember that as a bartender when I was in my early 20s. That's the nature of the beast, my friends.
I'm not familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know who it is.
Well, Frosted Snowy? Oh yeah. No. We like sub-interviewed her for the old show that I used to be on, the Gundam Builders NYC in New Jersey. This was 3 years ago, I think, is when I was on that show. And I just got scooped up by them because I was a modeler in Brooklyn and I entered some stuff into a local hobby shop and got picked up by the crew. That's just how that goes. But we interviewed her. She's been a modeler. She's been around. She's super cool. Nice person. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just.
It's that same thing. Like, this is my fan art, and then like you have like a you holding up your fan art versus like a girl holding your fan art.
Oh yeah.
A girl holding your fan art is going to have like 1,000 more likes regardless of what.
Absolutely.
Just because it's a girl. And it's not saying that the only reason that she has more or a lot of viewers and that stuff is because she's a girl. I'm sure that her content is good, and I'm sure she's super duper talented. I know because I see her work. I don't necessarily like follow her like intensely because it's not my style of stuff, but I know that she's good and she provides good content and people love her streams. That's what it's really all about. But because she's a female, she will naturally, inherently draw more traffic. It's the same thing. You're going to look at a pretty flower more than you'll look at a rock. So
I'll also say, like, especially for this hobby, it's more of an outlier, right? Like, it's male dominated. So when you do see a girl, like it's like, whoa, look at that girl. She's into this.
Yeah, and that's great. It's awesome. There should be more women and girls that are in the hobby. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not crying about it. I don't think there's an issue. Like, if I get followers, that's great. If I don't, that's also great. That's not what I'm here. I'm not here for that.
Listen,
yeah,
whatever your hustle is.
I want to make sure that there's no confusion. There's no hustle. I'm here because I want to be here and I want to hang out with you guys and have a good time. That being said, this is sort of starting to come together. I'm seeing a little bit of some pitfalls in balance, but the staff isn't implemented yet. So
I bet you 50% of the followers don't even respect the build. Maybe not, but I mean, if she's doing what she likes, then
yeah, then ultimately you can't falter.
Screw it. Yeah,
exactly. I won't. There's no need, right? You're not doing anything to help anyone by doing that, you know.
Oh.
So like, yeah, just better to like enjoy the things that you enjoy and respect other people for enjoying the things that they enjoy, and that's fine. Here we go. Got the wakizashi. Is that upside down? It is. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Is it though? Hold the phone. Wait, they're upside down?
Not right? Is that what I did here? Absolutely. Good job, Paul.
Oh, but is this not a katana? Z, we're gonna have to have a talk about these swords. The swords that I'm using on this kid are from a model that I picked up from Z. He donated it to my efforts. And it has a wakizashi and what I believe is a katana, but I didn't think that the katana was carried blade side up. I know that the wakizashi is often carried blade side up, but it's just like me being semantical weird.
Now, if you had an astray...
Paul! There we go. There's something to sit in there. Come on now. All right. Oh, yeah, my dudes. This looks good. I like the way this looks. Obviously, I made it, so I should like it or not. I would be in trouble. I guess if I didn't like it, I would let you know as well. I've never really been one to keep quiet about that stuff. Oh. Here we go. There you go. It's that rotational in that the third leg. All right. And this was the staff. Just a regular piece with like a straw, not a straw. And it was like blue tacked and taped to the hand because it doesn't want to hold it. I'm not gonna lie, it was sucked so much, guys. But so I'm just gonna like balance it because it doesn't need it per se. I'm gonna like, I don't got anything to zoom in on it, but I can put a piece of black behind it so you guys can see what's going on. Move this.
All right. We're one-legged.
There you go. No stand.
One-leg man.
Standing.
I'm really happy with the people that interact with us on stream. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh snap! I haven't even been paying attention.
There are some very sad people who treat builders as eye candy in this hobby.
Nothing's could do to that though.
Brian, have people been treating you as eye candy?
What? What's going on?
No, I think they're talking about. I can't remember the girl.
Oh goodness.
Melly.
Oh, Melly. Yeah. No, she builds. She does her thing. I don't really know much about her. I haven't like interacted with her at all.
No, I've not watched her. I've never watched any of her content.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah, I mean,
I can't comment. But is she not hurting anybody? Do your thing.
Oh, that's a good point, Bill. Maybe I will do that. I can put up my email, and maybe I'll do that in one of my future streams, like my email or my address or something like that down in the base. Yeah, Naginata no Dachi rather than a katana. I could definitely extend the handle. That's easy. Like that's super duper easy to do. I'm so busy building. Look at all this chat that I missed out on. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to be neglectful. I just get so distracted. Oh, that one right in this talking about. Oh, Pabby. We all love Pabs. Yo, a couple months, Critic Wall Builds is going to be coming back, guys. I'm excited for it. It's going to be cool. Just because all the stuff we do when we hang out, it's cool. I really enjoy the time that we have hanging out together, honestly. It is like, I mean, obviously, I get to spend every day with my wife because we're stuck in quarantine because the city is still half shut down or mostly shut down. But like this opportunity to get to hang out with you guys and like be creative and share thoughts and express these different ideas and learn new things is super duper important to me. And I value every fucking second that I get with you guys. Like seriously, like helps me out big time. So that's why if you guys see any of the weird stuff when I talk about something, if I go on Instagram and I say a story and I'm like, yo, don't let fucking somebody else try and dictate your level of enjoyment or like participation in this hobby. Like that is your thing. Like don't let anybody else tell you what to do because that affects me because like this saves me. So I'm glad to be here with you guys. And I'm glad to be here with Paul as always because it's fucking Workbench. 82.
Yeah, 82.
82. So really super pleased this is standing on its own. Like very happy because I was worried that it was just gonna like crumble. And Paul, how was your build?
Good, man.
You done yet?
No, I got another leg to go, and I guess I gotta somehow stick the propeller on the arm. But
it has one leg to stand on.
Well, it's got one leg to stand on and an extra foot.
Are you gonna add like a G.I. Joe propeller to it and a servo to make it have that like spinning propeller arm?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's
I'm gonna go get like a computer fan motor and
you need like the smallest servo, like the tiniest thing. It'd be a rat though.
Oh my god, no. It's a really nice little kit. I mean, it's RE100. I built a couple of them. I like them. I enjoy RE100.
I like the RE100 too. Yeah.
They always go together really nice. I mean, obviously I do enjoy an inner frame and I like all that detail in there, but
yeah, I don't think I'm like so
snap so easy. Like everything just fits.
The FZ was like my least favorite Re 100.
I have not built that one. I have it in the closet, but
It's good. It's really good. And for an FZ, for an Re 100, it is definitely more intricate. It's like more along the lines of the Afreet, right? In regards to like structure and frame buildability and like posability and stuff like that. But there were parts of it that I like wasn't that super fan of. Plus, I have my Zaku nut, so got my standards are really high.
custom paint scheme. I don't know. Honestly, I just grabbed something like it was to be quite honest, I'm snapping this because it was the box on the top of the stack. I do kind of like the orange because I think it's unique, but I think it would be a lot cooler if it was like two-toned in some ways. Like if it had multiple shades of that orange, it would be pretty cool. So maybe something like that.
Well, with as much detail and intricate work that you're putting into that Jesta, maybe it would be nice and refreshing to just do something that was a simple tonal shift.
Yeah,
clean paint, kind of thing.
See, like I said, it's pretty low on the. Just happened to be the top box on the stack, so that's how it came out. But somewhere down the road, it'll get painted, I suppose. Maybe retirement,
Let's look at these doms to finish.
Yeah. I gotta work on the head on the dom. I think that's like the last part that I really have to figure out fit on and figure out how the hell it's gonna go together.
Right. I learned some cool things doing my work on the GM that I just finished. So yeah, that work will also play into how I approach this dom head with the visor and the painting and all of that. So
yeah, the visor is the tough part because I don't see it fitting from the front.
It won't. You have to fit it from the back, and that's okay. You'll be able to do it. Trust me. Just file it to fit first before you assemble the head, right?
Yeah, I got it pretty much filed, but it's still a pretty like tight squeeze to get in there.
Make it so that it fits, but it's snug. Make it so that it stays in there. Pre-paint everything before you assemble it. Then install the visor pre-masked, right? In the pre-back paint, just black whatever base. So it'd be like primed, then black base. Then you install the masked, clear visor. And then from there, you can't mask the back side. Actually, you can, because you can pull it out. Okay, so yeah, mask both sides maybe just for painting, and then assemble the head, and then do all the other outside finish work on it. Then keep the mask on it, and then when you paint everything, it should be fine. Like you should be able to just peel the mask off. It'll remain clear and clean and inside the painted head. It's exactly what I did with this guy right here. And it works really fucking well. To do the chrome interior and then the orange clear exterior, and then like all of the seal work and then the repaint on the head part completely.
Right. So you basically for the idea is you tape up the visor, you stick it in there, paint the head. Yeah. Because until you're finished, and then pull the mask off the visor.
Absolutely, right? And it's so simple because all you do is you take a simple piece of like flat tape and you tape it over the whole super oversized.
And trim the edges, right? Yeah.
You get a perfect trim on the edge. You can take your time. You don't have to stress on anything. You don't have like all those layers. It doesn't bleed up on the edges.
Right.
Stuff. And it peels off in one simple piece at the end. It's so easy, man. It's so easy. Even for you guys out there, it's so easy. Yeah. Thumbs up that one. And we're just about here. We're 10:58. So why don't we say our
Dom is obviously a fail for you. Thank you.
Wait. When is the Bluefin Brands announcing the winner for the Bandai Haobu? It's going to be a handful of days because there was so much awesome stuff that went into it. They're going to have to take a few days to digest all of that amazing stuff before they get to like let it out there, Julius. So just hang tight a little bit. I don't know the exact day. I can do a little reach out and try and get back to you guys through Twitter and Insta or whatever. But Bluefin is just going to have all those updates, so you have to go that way. Visor on number.
The lens, we'll call it. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Just the same thing. It's just like the lens that covers it's the Domtropin resin that we've been working on. So I don't know what to say other than that. Oh, man.
Asking for critiques.
Did you watch the final episode of Critical Wall builds
No.
yet?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
The final build was a showcase from like a friend of the, like not a friend, but an associate of the group. Now, kind of a friend. Now that we've been through so much together this last season, and Gunpla Noob, and so Gunpla Noob had entered in a showcase of something, and Z mistook it for being like a critique because Kyle and I instantly like jumped in and started talking about faux marble finishes because we're just those kind of nerds, and Z. He put his foot in his mouth. It's pretty funny. He did good. He did good, and it's all in good faith and good fun and good spirits. We should say, most importantly. So no hard feelings. And the guy that Gunpla Noob ended up winning an airbrush. So.
There you go. Hey.
We're done in the end, and we can roast Z on it a little bit too, because he likes rev him a little bit. But that being said, here we are. We're past 11. So, Mr. Paul, please tell the folks where they can find you.
Yeah, Instagram, here on YouTube, Gunpla Paul. I haven't posted much on YouTube lately, but I'll try to get back into that. Instagram mainly. So stop by, say hi, shoot me a comment, send me a message, keep me entertained at work.
Yeah. Busy
That's
man.
pretty much it for me. Yeah, and every Thursday here with Brian, 9:00. We've been doing for 82 episodes now, so come hang out.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit of research and find out when exactly we started streaming together. I know we did a few things prior to that, but hot noodles and all that. But yeah. We should do that again.
Yes, yeah. I think they have more options now.
Yeah, do you have any of the nut hot sauces? Maybe I'll buy some psycho hot sauce, like the bomb or something, and we'll torture ourselves.
I have a handful of hot ones. I don't know if I have anything crazy. I think I still. Well, that's probably expired. I was gonna say I think I still have one more pack of that ramen because I was trying to get someone to do it. Huh? I don't know.
Does that stuff go bad?
Maybe. I mean, does it matter?
I'm sure, probably. I'm sure it has like a Best Buy. It has to have a Best Buy date on it.
I don't know. Well, I was going to say that, but like I know American food has to have a Best Buy for the most part, but I don't know, not made in America. So
it's just guidelines. I mean, you watch all these people in these zombie movies that eat food from like forever ago. We haven't reached that yet. That's a yet, and it's a yet that I'm fine with. Okay. But I'm gonna thank you for saying. Thank you guys for stopping by. I am Brian. I am the Bro Builder. I'm here on the KotoKai Robo-Dojo. This is where we hang out and we build cool stuff and we joke and we have quite a few drinks occasionally and it's all good fun. And I hope that you guys had a good time tonight and hope you learned a little bit of something. And if you want to find anything out that I haven't expressed enough information about this evening, just message me. I'm happy to talk about anything with you at any time. So come back down. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. And I'm here. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday for the Four Horsemen build-off with Z and Pabs and Kyle and Julio and Jay and who knows who else. So maybe there'll be a special surprise visitor. And maybe next week, you know what? Actually, next week, I didn't talk to you about this, Paul. Next Thursday, I'm not going to be here. So next Thursday, the Workbench is going to be off. I am going to be out of town. I'm going to take a little R&R and go and relax and breathe.
That's actually, I'm leaving you and I'm going to pack. I'm getting out of here tomorrow morning. So
how about that?
Yeah, long weekend.
There you go. Fabulous.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys when we see you guys again. You'll see. I'll do an update and then I'll post a story on Instagram and share it on Facebook too, so you guys can see it there. And thank you again, Julius. Thank you for the super chat for what it's worth. Not for what it's worth. It's worth $1 million, but for what it is. And thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye guys.